Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya, and in today's video, it is very important because we are going to be unlocking the power behind sexual transmutation. And this is a cheat code upon this planet, especially right now, that we must tap into, we must harness, cultivate, so then we can use the most powerful energy of all to actually benefit us to our highest good. Instead of allowing this energy to use us in ways that are usually stem from a weakness that comes from a society that is feeding off our life force energy. And we need to be aware of this, you guys. I am not saying sexual energy should be repressed or suppressed or, thought of as anything other than a magnificent tool to use to cultivate deeper understanding of yourself, your desires, what gets you turned on, and not even in the sexual stance, what gets you turned on in life. What is the energy trying to tell you? Is it actually wanting to be used in order to just get to a climax and then go back into a state maybe of disempowerment? We need to use this energy to our benefit by being aware of the benefit it actually provides us. And honestly, how it brought you and I here and now, on this planet. The very energetics upon our life force energy should not be discounted. It should not be used as it's just something to give us pleasure, because it's not. This energy can be used to create the life of your dreams. This energy can be used to actually cultivate a healthier energetic body that vibrates at a level that is of a God frequency. When you're not depleting this energy every other day because you're following desires that are not actually coming from an internal desire to propel you forward. If you're looking at it from a standpoint of physical desire, because you have not become aware of the sexual energy that is running through you at that moment, and you don't take time to question it, you don't take time to actually ask it, what is this energetic trying to propel me into? And it will never be to diminish your light. So if you keep on using your sexual energy and you feel like you need to do something with it at that moment by allowing yourself to climax immediately and then diminish that energy right away through masturbation, through sex, that is not actually in alignment to a desired state that you are even wanting to achieve. It's up to you to become aware of what this energy is trying to tell you and how to use it to the betterment of your life. Because trust me, you guys, I've been retaining my sexual energy for 6 months almost. And I'll tell you this, my life has changed. And I say this with just 100% honesty. I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. My mental state has changed. My attachment styles have changed. How I view myself has changed. I don't view myself as just a meat suit, a human suit, all physical. I've actually grasped the energetics of who I am in truth, the sacredness of my spirit that has continuously brought me forward onto my path, my highest path that is actually serving not only me, but the collective, to remind you guys that your sexual energy is not to be diminished. It's not to go unnoticed, and it's not to be under the control of a weak mind. We must use this energy in tandem with a high energetic within the mind and the heart center that is in energetic alignment, to be used and cultivated as a portal to bring you closer to God, to bring you closer to your desires, to actually maybe heal parts of your heart that have been avoided by your very own desire to avoid these parts by finding pleasure. And sometimes the sexual energy is not calling you to fully allow yourself to do a physical act, which is why we're going to be talking about transmuting that energy internally, shifting it from the physical to the energetic realm. And when it is cultivated in the energetic realm, it actually expands far greater than what the physical realm is even offering you through using this energetic. You're tapping in to an infinite reservoir of untouched energy that has not been fully grasped by your consciousness. And this takes an amount of awareness. This takes intention. This takes patience. And this takes curiosity to know what is beyond a short-lived pleasure. And I'll tell you this, it goes far beyond what the conscious mind can even perceive. When sexual energy moves through me now, you guys, I've actually harnessed it. I am the snake charmer of my own life force energy. It moves through the beat of my own drum that I instructed. I'm the orchestrator of the orchestration. I create beautiful melodies in my life. Because I really do believe, you guys, that sex is not something that you should be ashamed of. Sex isn't something that we should be scared to address in today's society. It needs to be addressed more than ever. And this energy also needs space in order for it to allow us the grace of what it means to be a magnificent human being experiencing a magnetic field. And this magnetic field is actually truly grasped when you don't find the urge to touch yourself, when you don't need to go on a corn site, when you don't need to go find a human being just to sleep with, when you can actually touch into it and ask it questions. Because when you ask it questions, you're really asking the higher self the questions that you so desire to have known. It's all within that reservoir. It's all within that energy. All secrets of yourself belong there. And you can use this energy to propel you forward instead of keeping you in a holding space that is not even allowing you to grow. Because you have not been shown the way out of short-term pleasure and into long-term turn-on. And you can find turn-on within every single day. And it's not even coming from sexuality. What about finding turn-on in non-duality? Ooh. So let's get into it, you guys. First and foremost, I know that sexual urges are different from men to women, and we've been programmed this way. Men are here to procreate with women, and their sexual urges are heightened for the very reason to procreate with as many women as they can. And women don't have this same programming embedded in femininity. We can only be impregnated once for 9 months until we can have another child. So it's very innately programmed within a man and a woman. And I think it's beautiful. But I truly do believe that this energetic can be used to fully be embraced by yourself and to fully actually use it for the betterment of your life and not just to procreate. Because listen, a lot of people aren't even procreating with this energy. They're using this energy to just sleep with people, and they find themselves diminished within that. I think especially in today's society, because it's been so normalized, sleeping around. And we're seeing the implications of this on our mental state, our mental health, our self-concept, that we're way too identified within the physical of what sex is. And we haven't touched into the energetics behind sex and how our life force energy is a direct link to God. It is the direct link to spirit. It is the direct link that keeps us embedded into this planetary system. It is the feeding energy that we get given to us to actually use for the betterment of not only ourselves, but our society. We all have this life force energy, and not a lot of people have touched into how to use it, how to transmute it, and not abuse it. The number one thing you guys must know about sexual energy, that it is here for that it is creator energy. So, what are your desires right now in life? Do you have any passions? Do you have a higher purpose in your life that you know that is calling you? I know you do. Everyone does. And we ignore it because we're scared to actually be creator beings on planet Earth. Because we've been programmed not to be, to not remember that. The more you retain your sexual energy, the more you must awaken to your creatorship. Your cells get recalibrated to God. your energy field actually gets aligned into the state of a healthy energetic that is not being punctured by short-term fulfillments, short-term gratification, short-term people for short-term pleasures. We need to look long-term with this energy. We have to use it for the long-term sake of our betterment and not detriment. So I suggest you guys, every time you feel this energy come online, you feel an urge. You feel that urge to do something with this energy, because I know it can be intense. It kind of calls you forward into action. However, what is the actionary steps you are taking with this energy? Is it something that will actually benefit you for your future, or even just past that short-term fulfillment? Is it really calling for you to touch yourself? Is it really calling for you to feel into the very parts maybe you have been avoiding? And not needing to do anything about it, but just allowing yourself to feel the energy move through you. You don't need to do anything with this energy, you guys. I think it's more important to be aware of the energy and allow it to activate your body. Then allow it to create a feeling of desire. What is the desire though? If you're wanting out of unhealthy circumstances in your life that have been programmed into your sexual energy to use for not the highest good, that is the time to do something about it. That is the time to be aware of what it's calling forth into your energetic field. You can transmute this energy by first and foremost being aware of it. Secondly, you must use it to something other than what your body's used to, because you've been programmed to just feed off this energy and not fuel this energy. So, when you feel it coming on, for me, you guys, whenever I have my sexual energy come online, I make a YouTube video. When this energy comes online, I have access to a grander imagination that allows me to touch in to the energetic realms of the physical that has not yet become physicalized. But by my awareness and my seed of thought and the soil of my energetics, life force energy, I am then planting the seed in the mindset, in the landscape of the mind, to further allow my imagination to come online and to fuel this energy and allow the momentum of this energy to allow my body to become ignited into the energetic field that it must become resonant to for me to even be aligned to a future possible outcome. I'm giving my life force energy to a higher purpose than just a short-term purpose. Which is the short-term purpose is usually to feel something, to feel the dopamine spike, to feel the serotonin, the oxytocin. But you have to learn to feel that dopamine within just using your imagination to portray the unseen into the scene of the mind's eye. And it is powerful when you can allow sexual transmutation to occur with just using imagination and allowing the orgasm of this energy to feel into how it would feel to be living your highest potential reality with this energy. And then you're actually solidifying it into your body, into your innate. So then you can further instruct yourself forward into the desired reality that is already a potential for you to live. Try it out. Sexual transmutation, use awareness, foster a sense of imagination for your future. That's what I do. Another thing you guys can do is just breathe into the energy. Allow yourself to fully feel it and fully, with your conscious awareness, move the energy. And you can do this with the awareness, with the sensory perception of what this energy even is in your conscious eye. When you shut your eyes, do you see color? What color is it? What sensations in the bodies are being heightened? What part of the body is being heightened? What is the primary force that this life force is becoming embodied into? Is it the mind? Is it the heart? Is it the parts? And then can you harmonize maybe all three of those parts to become centered and use this energy as a channel into the pineal gland? And the pineal gland is truly the antenna of the universe. And you can touch into infinite wisdom. You can touch into a mind orgasm of actually instructing that energy and holding it at the top of your head and imagining a white light. And within this white light, can you sense yourself in a realm that is being called forth into this now reality, for everything is within the now reality. So you can use this energetic to actually communicate with future versions of you that still hold this energy within that version's being. And that energy is communicating with the future energy because it's one energy that is being gifted to you. And you can communicate with your future self through the very energetic of your life force energy when you actually allow it to build and build and build. And when you can build this energy up, you guys, and not feeling the need just to drain it right away because you're used to draining it, you must become used to swimming within it in the unseen realms. And it truly, what I just said, you guys, is pretty powerful. When you can understand that this life force energy is going to be with you for the rest of your life, and perhaps many lifetimes after this, you can then use this energy to fully be the conduit to communicate with future versions of yourself that are holding this very same life force energy you're using with the intention to instruct it towards a higher desired reality. And you can communicate it with the energetic body of how would that version of yourself be feeling when she or he has this sexual turn on? What has he or she created within their life to get them to where they are at now with the sexual energy? And it's not by ignoring it. It's not by diminishing it. It's by using it for a higher purpose. Do you want to get healthier? When the sexual energy comes online, go work out. If you want to be, I don't know, anything, any purpose you have, use that energy to plant seeds into that desired future instead of keeping you in a holding space that your sexual energy is used to being in. You must expand it to actually grasp the totality of this energy that is infinite. You must be aware, you guys, this energy is not to be diminished in this life. This energy is to be used for a higher good, a higher purpose that is serving you here and now. But you are actually disserving the energy by not actually remembering how powerful it is. So use it to harness, first and foremost, a greater ideal for your life. And whenever this energy comes online, use it for the higher good. And it's not by feeding and creating ties and links to people or to corn sites that aren't even in participant to your higher good. Think about that. We must not be scared of this energy. We must not shame this energy. We must just learn how to use it for the betterment of our lives, because that's what it's here for. So I hope this video helped you guys. You know, sexual transmutation is, you can do anything you want with this energy. That's the magical thing. There's no step-by-step guide of how to transmute sexual energy. Ask yourself how to transmute it. Ask that energy what it's calling forth into your life to be transmuted. You can do this by silence. You can do this by activity. You can do this by imagination. You can do this by breathing, harmonizing your life force energy to the ideal future reality you are wanting to step into. So many options. It's up to you to choose different, though. It's up to you to foster the relationship with the most powerful force upon this planet, and it's inside of you. It's not outside of you. Stop leaking your energy out into things that are not serving the highest good of you, your future, etc. So I hope this video helped you guys today. If it did, give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.